Yes, it's taking time. So I continue because so there were two distinct ways, students. There were the two names. Whenever you listen the word integration, how to integrate, there are two different way. You will always listen two words, that is the indefinite integral and the definite integral. Okay, indefinite integral, indefinite, you understand the meaning, infinite, try to understand from there. And I have started indefinite integral method, that is also known as the constant of integration method. So here what is that, I given the understanding why this is the indefinite. Because see, if you are going to differentiate x to power 4, so what is the differentiation? Now everyone is knowing differentiation, x raised to n is equal to n into x raised to n minus 1. Okay, so here differentiation of x to power 4 is 4x cube. Now see the differentiation of x4 plus c 6 is equal to again 4x cube, because everyone is knowing constant differentiation of constant is 0. Now see the differentiation of x4 minus 5, again differentiation is 4x cube. Okay, so many functions that are having function 4x cube, 4x plus 6, x4 or all. So for all the values we have derivative same. So antiderivative of 4x cube what will be? Can you say antiderivative of 4x cube is x4 plus 6, or you will say antiderivative of 4x cube is x4, or you will say antiderivative of 4x cube is equal to x4 plus minus 5. So here so many antiderivative you can find if you know the definition of antiderivative. That's why we can say antiderivative of 4x cube is equal to x4 plus c. C can be any constant, can be 0, can be, sorry, can be 6, can be 0, can be minus 5. I hope you are clear here. So that's why I given here. So x4 plus 6 in general, all are antiderivative of 4x cube. So antiderivative of 4x cube is x4 plus c. So that's it. It's very important why this c has been introduced here, because so many, if we are going to differentiate, so we are going to different function, we are going to have a same value. Okay, so that's why these constant term involved that can have a infinite number of values. That's why this is known as the indefinite integral, and c is known as the constant of integration. Again I am repeating because it there was a gap. So dy by dx we were writing f dash x, and here how we are going to write integration of that. What is the meaning of this symbol is the function again fx is y here. Okay, so function is to be integrated, हमें integrate करना है function को with respect to x, that is a independent variable. Okay, so or we can say I have to find and we have to find a function such that. Okay, so किसी भी एक function को differentiate करना है and then we can find the antiderivative. So what will be the meaning of this function when it was 5 as x, then I find the I have to find the antiderivative. So this is the, so after integration you are going to get another function. Okay, so this function is the antiderivative of this, or this function is derivative of this function, right? Because you are not knowing the meaning of derivative and antiderivative. Opposite. So antiderivative is just reverse function. Okay, जैसे plus 3 of having the reverse is minus 3. So it means and derivative and antiderivative have the reverse meaning. So what is the geometrical interpretation of indefinite integral? We have seen if fx is continuous or interval, then all the functions will have an antiderivative. How we can differentiate? Means fx is equal to 2x, so it means x square by 2. X differentiation of x is integration of x is x square by 2. So that is the, and plus c you have to write because this is the logic that you have seen just now. So what we can see for different value of c. Okay, so for the different this is students again notice this is fx. Okay, so we have found this. So different value of c. Suppose y is equal to x square plus 3. This is a curve. C value is 3 here. C value is 2 here. So this is a curve. C value is plus 1. This is a curve. C value is minus 3. So this is a curve. So different value of c, we are going to get the different curves here. So it means integration of fx, this function integration has contained so many number of curves here. So what we can say here, this is a family of curve. So geometrical interpretation, what we can say, if we are integrating a function, it is a collection of, see, integral of a function is a collection of curves, each of which is obtained by translating any curve, means for different value of c. So it is a collection of curve. So slowly we will understand, but directly you can see the integration of x raised to n is x raised to n plus 1. Here we have to divide. In differentiation, we have to multiply with n, x raised to n, but here we have to divide. But here power is, their power was in decreasing, here power is increasing. Okay. So student, take a printout or whatever, but you have to remember for differentiation if you are giving offline exam or without watching if you are doing. Okay. So, but as far as I am knowing, you are PhD student and you will have offline exam only. So that's why I'm stressing on this point. Please remember, because if you don't remember the formula, so you cannot solve, you cannot go one step further. Okay. So cos x integration is sin x. यहाँ पर क्या था, sin x integration was cos x, that was positive, here it was negative, cos x negative. Here in just opposite, I am telling you the how to memorize. So cos x का positive रहेगा, but sin का यहाँ पर minus cos x रहेगा. So you see there and many more formulas. So you can remember only when you are going to solve. So many times if you need the formula, then you are going to get remembered. So many questions that day I have solved, but I am repeating. Can you biology student tell me, uh, they have already had this integration and differentiation earlier in your academics, or you are learning first time?
In plus one, plus two, we studied upon. After that, we didn't study.
Where? Sorry.
Plus one, plus two.
Okay, you, Jinsu, no? Mangal
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Nishan, you studied earlier?
No, ma'am.
No. And
No,
Nishant,
ma'am.
you? Oh, so it's very difficult who are studying first time, because I was assuming it was. So Nishant is there? Okay. So here you see here, if integration is over different terms, so what integration is going to differentiate? It will be x cube dx. Okay, Mangal, and 5 is a constant. It will come outside. It will becomes like this, and this is minus 4. So you can put here, and this is the integration of minus 4, and this is the 7. 1 by x. 1 by x is x inverse dx. Okay, so I need to take in very detail. Uh, and this is x raised to 1 by 2 in denominator, it will come up. So it will become x raised to 1 by 2 in denominator, now minus 1 by 2 in numerator, जब हम उसको ऊपर ले जाते हैं every, so this integration is going to distribute. So now this is like this. Okay, so here x cube differentiation is x4 by 4, because x raised to n, x raised to n is x raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c, plus c plus c for each term. But actually all the constant, maybe it is 3, maybe it is minus 4, but all the constant when you are going to add, it is a single constant. So that's why only I put c here. And you can see integration of x square is x cube by 3, 5 is outside, 1 integration of 1 single 1 is x with respect to x. So that is minus 4 into x plus 7. 1 by x integration is log x. Okay, 1 by x dx, it is integration is log x. So that is the log x. Mod x is for positive value of x. And here this is n, suppose. So minus 1 by 2 plus 1, minus 1 by 2 plus 1. So x raised to n divided by n plus 1. Okay, this formula. So that's why after that only calculation is there. So I have discussed that day. I hope you have little bit you started. If you little bit if you started, that you then you can understand. Now here only calculation portion part is there. X divided by under root x, so that is under root x. Okay, plus 2 under root cut, and 7 into x raised to minus 1 by 2 up. Okay, so here you can see x raised to 1 by 2. So they sorry, they multiplied with x raised to 1 by, sorry, x raised to 1 by 2, x raised to n, that is this, by using this formula, and 2, so by using this 1 dx, that is x. If only 2 hai, so आपको directly you can write this integration of 2 dx, integration of 7 dx, so you can write 7x, integration of minus 5 dx, so you can write minus 5x, because one integration is x, and here x raised to 1 by 2 divided by n, this formula, n was minus 1 by 2. So again here some logic they have applied, they divided, they converted into in this way. You can see after taking LCM 2x plus 1 minus 1, again you are getting 2x by 2x plus 1. Why we did this? Because we are knowing the this formula, and we are knowing the formula for this. One integration is x, and integration of 1 by x is log x. So log x, that is log 2x plus 1. But I told you that day also, to whomever you are assuming x, so you have to differentiate that value separately. I'm repeating, actually differentiate that value separately, whatever we are getting after differentiating 2, so divide by this after integrating that value. So that's why 1 by 2 is present here, log 2x plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so here what we have to assume, you have to assume u is equal to x4, u is equal to x4 plus 2. So du is equal to 4x cube plus dx, 4x cube dx. So now you can see here x cube is equal to, okay, so directly they have put, but that day I have solved this question, if you remember. So here x cube is equal to, sorry, x cube is equal to u, we have to consider. I solved. Okay, so anyone remember I solved this x cube? um okay, I was correct. So whatever is this value is, that we have to assume. Okay, that's why this is cos u, 4x cube both side when we are differentiating with respect to x here, and this is with respect to u, that becomes du. So do everyone with me. So that become cos u when we put x4 plus 2 is equal to u here. Okay, and what will be the meaning of value of dx here? We have to replace dx is equal to 4, sorry, 1 by 4x cube du. So dx, when we put 1 by 4x cube du, so this x cube and this x cube will cut. So here we are going to get 1 by 4 du. I hope it is clear. And 1 by 4 will come outside, and then this is. So if anyone is getting difficulty, note down this thing, and then differentiate both the sides. So when we differentiate both the side, we can get the value of dx also. So student, when you are replacing x variable by u variable, so you have to replace all the term, even you have to replace this dx by du also. So how we are going to replace? So both side we have to integrate, that is 4x4, differentiation is 4x cube, and with respect to x, so that's why we are writing, that is actually no need to write. This is what we are differentiating u with respect to x. So that is du by dx, and this dx will go that side. So that's why value of dx is 1 by 4x cube du. So this type of substitution method you can use if you are getting this type of complex variable. And here also x, there was something difficulty that day, some mistake was there. What is this, is x square or what? Okay, so you need to check. Therefore here also you can understand, we have put this value du, and after that when squaring, then u square minus 2, that I explain. You can see the video, or if you, I will go I have to start here. You can see this type of differentiation if you see students. So that is the x square plus a square form 1 by. So if you see the formula of that integration of 1 by x square plus a square, it 1 by a tan inverse x by a. So this is the formula. So 1 a square plus x square if यहाँ पर रहेगा, so that will be x by a. So here under root x minus 4, 2x minus 3, it's your logic how you have to solve this type of questions, or if you have so many methods you can apply if you learn all the methods. So here what they did here, sorry, to obtain only x minus 4 term. Why they are doing? They want here x minus 4 term. And why? What is the need of x minus 4 term? Because x minus 4 is here, x minus 4 will be there, then that time it will be easy, because this x minus 4 and this is x minus 4 root 1 by 2. So when power x minus 4 and x minus 4 will multiply, this is power 1. So that becomes 1. Power is always adding. Okay, in multiplication there is a different logic when we multiply. So 1 plus 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2. Okay, plus 11 into this. So we distributed over integration, and then separately this is assumed your x raised to n. This is again x raised to n. Whatever you assume x, you have to divide by of that in differentiation also. हमने x minus 4 को x assume किया था, so we have to differentiate also, divide by also that differentiation. But here dy by dx x minus 4 is 1, so by dividing 1 is, सपोज यहाँ पर होता आपका एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 4 और आपने उसको एक्स एज्यूम किया होता, तो इसको डिफ्रेंशिएट करते हैं, वॉट एवर डिफ्रेंशिएशन वी हैव गॉट, यू हैव टू डिवाइड बाय दैट, सो दैट इज 2x. सो यहाँ पर आपको 2x से डिवाइड करना होता, so that is a substitution method. But if you understand the solution method, then directly you can do. So here also that day what I did here, you can understand. If sin x is there, I'm not able to think what should I do, because here different terms. So if you are not able to think that time, so always remember the formula, that all most of the time that formula works, that is this. So if you are so I will try to make here something square. So how I can make this is the rationalization method that I have most of the time we have used in limit and differentiation. So opposite sign multiplication, that is 1 minus sine square x, and sine x minus sine square x, you are getting upside, and then you can see it will gives a, what is the time? Do you have immediate lecture after this class? If no, so I will extend 10 to 15 minutes, because today I am going very detailed, because some students are not having in previously classes. So here you can understand tan x is sin x by cos x. So this is a very popular, sin x by cos x is tan x. So I put this, and then when you take LCM, sin x and cos x, cos x will cut this. So there you are going to get this. Okay, so you try to solve this. It is not tough. When you are going to solve, and then you can get this term. Okay, so when you are getting this term, then this term will be equal to this term. So solution is important, so try to do pen and pencil use, and then see this term is in. Okay, so sine square plus cos square x is 1 here. So how this term has come here, so you can understand when you 2 and 3 steps have been included here. So also that day what happened, this is the term, so that is you can see here, divided this term by this and this term by this, okay, separately. So this is that I told you, x plus y divided by z, it is equal to x by z plus y by z. So that's why this has come with both. So here's cos square x has been cut, only one cos x has remained. Here sine square x plus 7 by 2. Now sine cube x is here, sine square x, and only one sine will get remain, and cos square x. So now you can see cos x by sine x. Sine x by cos x is tan x, cos x by sine x is cot x. So here one sine x, sine square x, they have written like this. I'm considering very simple calculation I am doing, because I don't want students are blank for some stages. So here cos x, take cos x divided by this cos x by sin x is cot x divided into sin x. So that is cot x into divided by sin x. So 1 by sin x was left, cos x by sin x become cot x. So 1 by sin x is cos x, if you remember. Okay, sin by 2, sin x by cos x is tan x, and 1 by cos x has been left there, that is the sec x. Now you can understand. Okay, so now this formula is equivalent to this. Now you can use integration. Just I calculated this term. Okay. So here the formula. Okay. This tan x into sec x here. Sec x into tan x have a itself a integration formula, that is sec x plus c. Okay. And cos x into cot x, that has the formula cos x plus c. That is, and constant outside. So here also only calculation matters, no integration part. I'm just giving the calculation explanation here. Sin 2x is 2 sin x into cos x. 1 is cos square x plus sin square x. Okay. So this only calculation 2 sin x divided by cos square x. What they have done, distributed. Okay. 1 by cos square x, 2 sin x by cos square x. Here cos 2x formula, if you know, this is, so this one and this is minus here, so this becomes this, so this one will cancel, 2 sin square x. Okay, so only calculation is here. Now you can see, put all the formulas with you and then try to solve. Here you are going to get here cos cube x cos square x, so it will cancel cos x by sin square x, cos x by sin square x, same thing that happened in previous. Okay, cos x and sin by x is cot x, and 1 by sin x will left, so it is the cos x. Again here, what they have done here, sorry, in this part is has been discussed here. So this part is 2 sin x, because sin square x will cut, and 2 cos square x, 2 also will cut, sin by x and cos by x, cos x, sin x by cos x is tan x, and one cos x will left here, that is 1 cos x, 1 by cos x is sec x. So that is there. And here you can see this sec square x, if you see, this is sin x by cos x, tan x, 1 cos x left, and 1 by cos x is sec x. So in same case here that is 2 tan square x, and student are knowing, I think, tan square x is equal to 1, tan square x is equal to sec square x minus 1. So that's why they have put directly. Okay, try to understand, this is the formula, tan square x plus sec square x is equal to 1. So that's why. So only just solve and then integrate it, and integration is already there. So maybe if you are not able to understand the integration, not able to memorize the integration at the time of exam, then let me know what should we do. We can have formula. But I request you solve question, then you get remembered. If you're not able to remember at the time of exam also, so if you need to solve, so that time we will think what to do, because so many formulas are there. But basic you have to know actually. Okay, so I am again in revision. That day we discussed these type of, and here I got stuck something because I was not, but it is actually, that is this term divided by this term and this term divided by this term, and 1 by 3 take in consideration, then you can get these terms. So partial fraction has been used in integration of complex function, you can understand. So partial fraction, if you are not knowing, take any book. Even I have put those books that include partial fraction chapter. But student, if you are not, especially bio student, not able to understand partial fraction and drawing the graph, again I request you, let me know. I am free on Friday. I don't have lecture on Friday. If you are free on Friday, you can ping me, so I can take only for your basic. If CS student don't want to join because it's very basic, suppose they are able to understand, so they cannot, but you have to. You should know how to draw the graph, how, what is the function, how, why, how we are doing partial fraction. So very there are 3 4 methods for partial fraction. Partial fraction means this type of numerator denominator can distribute into this type of function. So अगर ऐसे distribute हो रहा है, then you are able to do the integration easily, because you know 1 by x integration is log x. Okay, so here partial fraction needed, very important, because in differentiation maybe, but in integration it is very much required. So how they have done, what we are doing, if take consider this only integration, then you have to, if here in denominator only x is present, not x square, that in that case we can do here x plus 2 one function a by this, x minus 3 two times, so 2 times x minus 3 whole square is there. So this is a partial fraction I am telling you. So one time you take x minus 3, then in numerator b any constant, and c, this is a partial fraction of this. Now, what is the job of partial fraction? We need to determine the constant a, b, c to convert into this partial fractions. So, how we have calculated? We have to calculate the that thing. We have to take the LCM. So LCM will take when you, I will get this. So x plus 2, x plus and divided by this. So x plus 2 will be cancelled. It will, you will get here x minus 3 whole square. LCM भी एक बार आप करके देख लो practically, you are able to do or not, because if you are not using, you can get forget that thing also. I'm very much sure. So here, if b is there, x minus 3 cancel, 1 x minus 3 will cancel, x plus 2 and x minus 3. This term will come in denominator. I'm taking LCM of this portion. Okay. And now see, x minus 3 whole square and this. You have to divide by this term by this. So only x plus 2 will left. So it will multiply up, that term will come. So in numerator, this term will come, and student, this term is equal to this term. So if two fractions are equal, so numerators will be equal, denominators will be equal. So I can say this portion is equal to 2x plus 1. Okay, so 2x plus 1. So two equations are when equal. So when we can say, we can compare the constants. So when we are comparing the constants, so what you have to do, student, you have to open this x minus 3 whole square. That is a minus b whole square, that is x square plus 9 minus 6x. So ऐसे आ जाएगा. यहाँ पर भी आप जब ओपन करोगे, मल्टीप्लाई करोगे, so you will get minus 3 into 2 minus 6, so minus 6, and that is minus 3x plus 2x, that is minus x. So when you are going to multiply this term, you are going to get it. So all the x square terms you are going to collect at one place with a, b, c constant. All the x terms you are going to collect at one bracket after opening these brackets, and then all the constant terms. So what you will do, students, you have to compare both sides, coefficient of x square, coefficient of x, coefficient of constants. Sorry, all the both the constant terms. So coefficient of x square is not present at the left hand side or at the this side. So whatever coefficient here, a plus 2b minus 3c, whatever you are going to get, you are going to get one equation equal to 0, one equation. Now you are going to compare the x coefficient. So x coefficient, whatever here, a minus b plus 5c, whatever. So you are going to get, and here coefficient of x is 2. So you are going to get second equation. And now whatever constant term is right hand side is plus 1, whatever constant term is free from x. So a minus b plus, just assume I'm getting this type of. So that is very much clear, everyone. To solve, to find the value of n coefficient, you require n number of equations. So three unknowns were there, three constant were there, a b c. तो हमें 3 equations ही चाहिए उनको solve करने के लिए. Then after manipulation in equation first and second, or whatever method you substitute first and second, and you can get. So you have to do practice of these things also. So after solving these three equations, you can get the value of a is equal to minus 3 by 25, 3 by 25, and 7 by 5. So this is the way how to do partial fraction. So I hope you start at least for simple questions for do partial fraction, make graphs and other things. But concept, understanding concept is also very important. When you will expert on this, then you can solve everything. So that is very important. जब हमें यहाँ मिल जाता है, so that is log x plus 2. A की वैल्यू यहाँ minus 3 by 25 log x 2, because it is constant, come outside, 3 by 25 will come outside, log x minus 3 and all. That is the beauty of partial fraction. You can see this type of fraction has converted into minus 3 by 25, ऐसे हो जाएगा ये, minus 3 by 25 by x plus 2. A की value, put here b value, put here c value, so that will be converted into, now it is very easy to integrate, you can. Okay, because 1 by x is log x. So I told you the another method of partial fraction, but that is mostly or widely used when you have this type of sine and cosine function in numerator and denominator. If you are able to see this type of sine and cosine function, then partial fraction is taking this type of consideration. Means what you have to do in numerator, whatever you have to take denominator as it is with a constant a. Okay, three constant I am taking here. And in second, what you have to take with constant b, differentiation of this numerator denominator. So differentiation of sin x is cos x, differentiation of cos x, differentiation of cos x is minus sin x, but 2 was there, so minus 2 sin x. And इसका आपको लेना है constant of 3 is 0, so इसका आपको differentiation लेना है. This is a partial fraction method. Okay, this type of partial fraction method, what I discussed, has been mostly used in this type of terms when x and squares terms are there. In this type, you can understand partial fraction or whatever you can. This is a substitution also. And plus c. So try to understand, this portion is equal to a into this portion as it is, plus b into this portion differentiation plus c. So this has been so here again you are going to compare the constant. So sin x को एक साथ करना है, whatever constant you are getting put in bracket, cos x at one place you put all the, and constant terms you put all the, that is free from sin x and cos x. So जब आप sin x को compare करोगे, left hand side you will get 5, right hand side whatever will be there in bracket you will get this. And again cos x is not in left hand side, so put 0, and whatever constant of cos x you put on red, there is equal to 0, to one equation, two equation, and constant is 6 here, so 6 in left hand side, whatever a plus b plus c, whatever that is free from sin x and cos x you put, you get third equation. You solve 3 a b c, 3 constant, you got 3 equations. So you can see 6 is equal to 3a plus c. So whatever you have to do, you are going to get this type of terms. So students, this is the way to do partial fraction when sine cosines are. So I am covering this these two different partial fraction method here in detail. So just your calculation required here to solve, and then put value of a here 1, value of b is minus 2, and c. So this portion will be equivalent to this portion. Okay. So अभी आप देखो ये आपको मिल रहा है a is equal to 1. So 1 by sin x plus 2 cos sorry, so 1 is here. So when you are going to get are you getting directly 5 sin x plus 6 dx is equal to sin x plus 2 cos x plus 3. This will be equal to a is now 1. Okay, so I'm putting here value. So that is equal to 1 into sin x plus 2 cos x plus 3 divided by sin x plus 2 cos x plus 3. Okay, divided by b. And now plus b is equal to minus 2 cos x minus 2 sin x divided by this term. दिस टर्म इज एज इट इज हियर, हमने सिर्फ इसको एज्यूम किया था. Okay, so that terms you have to put equal to this term here, but denominator is as it is, so that is sin x plus 2 cos x plus 3. Okay, plus c is 3 divided by sin x, ये आपका as it is sin x plus 2 cos x plus 3. ओके, सो अभी आप देखो sin x plus 2 sin x का, तो यहाँ पर आपको मिल रहा है ओनली 1 into dx बिकॉज इट इज कैंसिल, एंड हेयर आपको मिल रहा है 2 cos x minus 2 sin x, 2 is outside, and this is sin 2x here, and here you are getting this term. Is it okay? So what happened here, integration of this, okay, and here this is the, if suppose this is your x, so you have considered this is x, that day I have done directly, that's why I am doing, this is suppose t or x. Okay, so integration of 1 by x is log x, so integration of log x, this is your x, and whatever to whomever you are assuming your x, differentiate that value and then divide. So I am, if I differentiate that value, sin x differentiation is cos x differentiation is minus sin x, and this is 0. So when I will divide with this term, so this term is already there in numerator, so this term will be cancelled. Okay, so that's why this term integration is this much. And integration of this term will take a lots of efforts. You can go in different way, because you are knowing cos 2x is equal to 2 cos square x minus 1. अब आप बोलोगे कि यहाँ cos x है, यहाँ cos x है, so cos x is equal to 2 cos square x by 2 minus 1, and there is having three formula, 1 minus 2 sin square x by 2, or cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2. So cos 2x having three formulas, so it, what formula suits you, that you can use, or there is a one way I can see here, if this type of questions you can see, divide whole value with sin x और cos x. So suppose यहाँ पर मैं cos x से divide करती हूँ, sin x divided by cos x, यहाँ पर cos x से divide करती हूँ, so 1 by cos x 1, and here 3 by cos x, that is 3 sec x, and in numerator also you need to divide 1 by cos x, so sec x you are going to get, so it will take separate calculation, so it is little bit lengthy, but when you are experts in the questions formula, then you can do. Okay, so what in this question, what they have done, they have find it very easy to tan x by 2, but it is not directly, actually they are integrating this thing, so इनको उन्होंने I assume किया है and then started integrate. So they have done same thing, divide whole the terms by cos x. So whenever you have to divide, अगर आपको पास a b है and you have to divide by c with b, so here if you are dividing, then here also you have to divide. So when you are dividing with the cos x, so here sin by cos x, that is tan x. Okay, so but before that you have to convert into, it is actually taking lot of, I solved in my booklet also, so it's taking so many steps, so try to do by your own, otherwise in bio section, if any extra lecture you will have, there I will solve. Okay, here if you remember the division, अभी आपको division याद है, आप जो long ऐसे किया है 6th 7th 8th में ऐसे करते थे, so इसको अगर आप divide कर रहे हो, so then you are going to get this type of division they applied, then you are going to get x plus 1. तो वो आपको रिवाइज करना होगा स्टूडेंट्स, any book, or otherwise Google or YouTube is sufficient, no need to take book, you see the division of polynomial, so you can get this type of equation is equal to this, and it is now very easy. Here this is equal to, if you see, so this, if you are do the fractions, if you remember the fraction x cube, so it is actually equal to this value. So now we put again, they are considering this portion, how to directly integrate, so it's not possibility, again they have done the partial fraction, and this equal to this they have taken. And now you can see whatever I told you, 4x and left hand side, and taking LCM coefficient of it, and then after comparing the coefficient of x square, x and constant on both the sides, then you can get these three equations that will give these three values. So student, if you are not able to do this type of calculation, let me know. But in regular class, I will not do because it's taking so much time, and it's very basic. Either you can take 878 book, and no harm. Actually, we have forgot. Sometimes I need to go in very basic. So I used to do there. I need to see for formula. So here you can see integration. When integration you have to do, here was only the functions you have done the integration. But integration, if you are getting the multiplication of two functions, x is u is a function of x, v is a function of x, there are multiplication of two functions, then in that case how to do multiplication? If you are able to do this type of substitution or calculation, that's okay, you are converting. But you are not able to do, then what you have to do, first of all, what is that? Put u outside first function, so first and second function. So always simple function is u, and I will take tell you in detail to you. U is always this type of function x, and e raised to x, that is not taking any extra efforts. So you put outside and then integrate second function, that is the method. And then minus integration symbol, first function differentiation du by dx जो भी होगा, and then within this integration all things happening, second function integration v dx once again here, and then whole integration, okay, dx. So this is known as integration by parts. So integration of v dx is simple, and this is, after that, when you get v dx value here, you can put here and you get, so these things you can do separately. Separate में आप u को differentiate कर लो, v को integrate कर लो, and directly you can put. So see here, this is u and this is v. So here, okay, so here why so that there is trick also, students. When you are going to do integration by parts, then by doing only not just only for remembering, by doing only you can know this type of functions. When here इंटीग्रेशन इज इजी, यू कैन सी एक्स इंटीग्रेशन इज एक्स स्क्वायर बाई टू. अगर हमने इसका इंटीग्रेशन किया, अगेन यू कैन डू, बट इट इज गोइंग टू बी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बिकॉज tan inverse x integration is then after that value will give the last value, then you are going to integrate once again. So that side, if you are going to polynomial, I think I given the opposite statement there. If polynomial is there, so then you have to assume as a second integration, that you have assumed. So this is u, this is v. So now you can assume this is tan inverse x into x dx, okay, u and v. So u outside, tan inverse x, integrate this x. So integration of x is x square by 2 minus du by dx. Integration of differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square, if you remember. And then integration of v dx, that is x square by 2 into x square by 2, and integration of whole. इसकी आपको प्रैक्टिस अच्छे से करनी होगी. It is not simple, it's taking the time and practices. So here x square by 2 will come outside, tan inverse x minus 1 by 2, and this is here x square by 1 plus x square. So whenever you see this type of thing, x square 1 by, so always used to do this type of thing. क्योंकि 1 से ऐड किया, 1 से सब्सट्रैक्ट किया, there is no harm, but there is a very much benefit. So 1 plus x square you put in one bracket, 1 plus x square by 1 plus x square is 1, and this is minus 1 by 1 plus x square. So that's why they have done, and then we can get 1 minus 1 by 1 plus x square, or x square plus 1. So 1 by 1 plus x square is integration is, that is tan inverse x. Integration of this. This is now simple. This is not u into v. This is this integration into this integration. Integration of 1 is x. Integration of 1 by x, so x by 1 plus tan inverse x. Okay. So this is the integration of integration by part. So now here the formula sine C, 2 sine C cos C, this type cos D, this type of formula. I given a long list of formula there, you can understand, or you can understand is sine C plus sine D formula. Sine C plus sine D formula is 2 sine C plus D by 2 cos C minus D by 2. I hope I am correct. Then this formula will give this. Or opposite, you can want to go. So 2 sine C plus D is D minus C something, D plus C and C plus D minus C something. So here you can understand here it is sine 3x plus x, that is sine 4x, and now plus sine uh, 3x minus x, that is sine. So this formula, this type of formula, if you search on Google or in list, you can see this type of formula. Both side you can go. 2 sine sine C into cos. Okay, so that's why here 1 by 2. So here is it is 2. Okay, so 2 sine C, तो जब यहाँ पर आएंगे तो ये 1 by 2 हो जाएगा because 2 is not there. So this is known as substitution. With this type of symbol you can see, and if not clear what should I do in that case, you can see 1 minus x square here, x cube is here. So how we can relate this portion and this portion? Yes, I can relate this type of question. When sine inverse x is here, x is also here. You can see x in, denominator also. So assume x is equal to sine theta, it will then sine inverse x is equal to theta. So you can get here sine inverse x value is theta. So dx both side integrate karenge. Okay, so here sine theta differentiation is cos theta. Okay, and this is dx by d theta. Okay, so here d theta will go, sine theta differentiation is d. I think this is remembered to you. So here you have to actually ds is here. So whatever, if you are replacing x by theta, variable x is by theta, so you need to replace dx also by d theta. So from here we can put the value of dx, we can find the value of dx is cos theta. So आप देख लो x cube is equal to sine cube, sine inverse x into x is sine theta, sine inverse sine theta, sine cancel, here only theta will be there in place of this. And in denominator 1 minus x is x square is sine square theta. Okay, and here it is 3 by 2, that is cos square theta, 3 by 2, and cos square theta can be considered this. I hope you are remembered. And this is cos theta whole cube, and now this is okay. So now this is why this is cos cube theta. Try to understand. So here what happened, what they have done in this question, here you can see theta, that is this theta, and now this sine cube theta, sine theta into sine square theta. So sine theta, theta, sine square theta has been converted into 1 minus cos square theta. So you can see sine cube theta is converted into this value. Okay, and cos cube theta is as it is. I hope it is clear. Now how we can convert into this expression into this, students try to do here theta sine theta, you got here, and after that theta sine theta, now you take theta common, so when we take sine theta inside, is it okay, cos cube theta is here. Okay, so take this theta outside and all these terms. So here sine theta minus sine theta cos square theta, okay, divided by cos square theta. So when you are going to do sine theta by cos theta, will be tan theta, one cos theta will be remaining here, that will be the sec theta. अभी यहाँ मैं बहुत से नहीं बता रही हूँ. Okay, sin theta is there, cos square theta and cos square theta will cut, so that is only minus sin theta, this sin theta. Okay, this will be cut, so that's why you are getting this term, and you know the integration of this. So again, you integration of this in go in detail. So this is u into v. Okay, so here u, and here sec theta and tan theta, integration is sec theta. Okay, and minus sin theta integration is cos theta. So this is u, and this whole term is v. So do this. This is u as it is. Integration of v d theta when we do. So integration of this and integration of this term. This whole term is you have to integrate. So इसका integration है आपका sec theta. The direct formula is there. And integration of this is this. And minus d you have to do differentiation. So theta का differentiation 1 हो गया. Du by d theta, right? And integration of this term, that is this sec theta. Okay, so now this is long value. So try to understand, only calculation is important here and nothing. And when you are going to get these things, 1 by this is sec theta plus cos theta, and do this thing, you are going to get इसको भी आप कर सकते हो. You are going to get inside sec theta plus cos theta. Sec theta is nothing but 1 by cos theta. Okay, so try to do this. Take any simple book, download. And even what I download uploaded the book, that is also very easy for integration. But if you find that book tough, then let me know. I will upload some other books where step by step everything is given. So only calculation part is here. ये तो हो गया था. So now what is the time? I need to start definite integral. So can you stay half an hour, students? Because I also going to be busy from 11 hours. We have BTech exam.